Lord of the lashes says, nay, nay, nay. We're gonna march all day, all day, all day. Where there's a whip, there's a way.
Hello and welcome to SOVL, Morally Questionable Edition. SOVL is a turn-based strategy game, so very reminiscent of things like Warhammer Fantasy Battles or Lord of the Rings Battle for Middle-earth. If you have any familiarity with kind of tabletop battle games, then you'll be right at home here. If not, you'll pick it up very quickly. It's quite straightforward. We're playing as the Darkborn Elves, particularly the Darkborn Priestess. The reason we're going to do that is because of a starting unit. This is a morally questionable run in that our objective is to collect as many new friends as possible. And by that I mean the Darkborn come with a unique mechanic that allows them to repurpose fallen enemies from the battlefield for gold. Definitely not involving any form of enslavement. So yeah, a human rights friendly run this one's going to be. So yeah, we're going to be playing on max difficulty because that's where most of the fun is, and that's how we're doing it. Come to our starting unit selection. Now the reason we want to play the Priestess is because she comes with a unit of witches. They're fantastic because they have a high number of attacks and can collect many poor unfortunates to be put in the carts to be sold later. So we need things that can kind of work in tandem. Crossbows can't get the ability, they just shoot things from afar, they're pretty pants. I don't think the chariots do either. Even if they do, they don't have enough attacks to be quite effective. So we're going to go with the riders. And we get straight to, and then the creme de la creme, we can take another unit of witches, which is obviously very skewed, but it's going to be really good for us. So you got witches and the priestess, witches and riders. It's a good balance. It's melee, but we have a bit of speed at least in the cavalry. You can see your army here. So there you go. Zariel Killsworn and her fellow Dark Shields, the Gore Whisperers and the Chained Guard. They don't have the ability yet, but we'll see it as we go along. So here's our campaign map. We're going to be moving left to right, trying to go through these stopping points. Kind of take fights or random events, keep campsites to heal, elite battles. I'll go over them as we go through them, but it'll be relatively straightforward. Up or down is our first choice. We probably want to take as many fights as possible because we'd like some gold, so coming up here seems sensible. There's some good options for battle, so we'll start on this side. It's roaming brigands. So initially we can't benefit from their special power yet, but we'll do it later. So the archers will be probably up there, so I'm just going to stick these here and maybe get onto them. I don't particularly want the witches to be shot. They're amazing in combat, but very fragile, so I'm going to have them hide over here and hope that the archers are about there. Usually they are, but it's not a guarantee. If you're kind of there and you're kind of there, maybe I can duck you into cover. They are. Good. We'll get our fast cavalry straight onto them. That'll allow these ones, of course, to start making their way around to flank this unit. Frustratingly, they've turned in such a way that means I can't flank charge them. I mean, I can probably get there to hit them, but with how tough they are, I'd rather it be in the side. So let's see if I can... This wood is annoying in that it's difficult terrain. It will slow my movement down by half, so I kind of want to avoid that. While also coming around here. I've got lots of movement to spare, so I'm just trying to... Basically, the way it's determined is you need to get the majority of your unit in that side, and it's not going to happen, is it? They've turned far too far that way. Oh well. So you have to run by later. Maybe I can get to them next turn by hiding in the woods. And this unit with the priestess, well, I could just have you come over here and distract this. She's got a magic spell that lets her throw balls of death at these swordsmen. Thunk, thunk, thunk. Won't be the kind of primary thing we show off in the campaign, but it's useful. Can't quite reach anyone yet, so they're going to get shot again, which is fine. It's worth it to try and get them into the side. They could fight those immediately. I would rather... I can get into cover behind the trees. You can see into trees but not beyond them, but then the archers will just move and shoot me anyway, so I'm better off just standing here, letting them shoot me, and then they'll be in a good position to flank next turn. Yes, I'll take some casualties, but it's worth it. They're going to come around the long way to hit this one. Okay, only one. They've got 2 wounds each, so it's not too bad. Now that they haven't moved, it's very easy for me to come up here, eliminate this pesky unit of archers there. We can even shoot them because we have our own crossbows. You'll eventually come over and help. Witches are hard hitting, but they're not exactly good at taking a punch, so we're just going to be bit dainty with them and keep them out of harm's way. Now flank charge the archers. Charge. They're going to inch forward. It should be pretty easy to get someone into their back at some point. So I have them come this way and I'll have you come this way. They'll eventually be forced to make a decision they don't want to make. Split them apart between the two units. They can only focus on one of us, so we'll catch them in the end. Riders over here, so melee combat to hit, you compare the skill of the unit, so we've got better skills, so 3+, and the 2 attacks each, there's 8 attacks, so 5 hits, and then if your power's better than their defense, yeah, it's hard for them to save, so they take a lot of damage. 5 archers get cut down in the initial charge, and the unit breaks, so you lose combat, you have to roll morale. And those archers decided that they didn't want to be here anymore. So I can reach them already with the riders, but I'd rather show off the witches and show you what they can do. Okay, in the end, you're going to have to turn away and face someone. So if I just run you up here, and then I'm going to potentially... So we've got ranged attacks. So let's move, shoot, and then move again. That'll let you get your damage off and then get out of the way. There you go. Now we've got... They can only turn and face one of us, so they definitely had it. Yes, of course, I could have charged them immediately and just killed them, but we would have taken unnecessary damage, so why? Then, fine, these witches will go into your spine. There you go, the majority of my units in their back arc, and I can see them. Much else to do, really. Do whatever minor ranged options I have. Soften them up a touch. Later on, when we get the capacity to use their kind of special flavor ability, then we'll change our combat style. But for now, the usual KG one where you just deny the enemy options. So yes, they can see me, of course, with the C key there. You can see what they're doing, so they can charge me. But if you get a unit in their side or back, then it counts as an intercept, so their charges don't happen. Problem solved. Show off what the witches do now. There's not really anything... They can't shoot into an ongoing combat, so they just stand there. Right, so the witches again have better skill. Having more than one better skill doesn't matter, it's still 3+, but they're frenzied, so they reroll attacks. So 15 attacks, because there's 2 each, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You only get 1 each for the back rank, so 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15, and then 3s to hit, and then rerolling because they're frenzied. So any fails, they get to roll again. But they're only power 3, which is a shame. They don't do a lot of damage, but the enemy has to... Because they're poisoned, if the enemy rolls a 6, they have to roll the dice again. So yeah, it kind of counteracts that they don't have a lot of power. Lots of attacks are really hard hitting, but not great at getting through armor. Lost a horse. I think we can live with it. I would like... probably... I'm going to take all the gold, because these units are honestly strong enough to get through. Initially, I could make this unit massive and make it really potent. I don't need to at this point. Later on, when I want more attacks to get more kills, it would be useful. But for now, I can easily beat the starting battles with what I've got on hand. Well, that's there going first. Goblin Raiders is a mix. It could be archers, it could be wolves coming running at us. There's not much I can do about it preemptively, so I'm just going to have to guess. Just going to be here. It's the wolf one, great. Okay, we can cut these apart with the witches. I just want to get around the wolf riders. Let's have you come this way. Would you come? Can I get around you with these? Do you think we're quick? But oh, we are really quick. I didn't think I'd be able to do that. I don't think I can quite pull it off in such a way that I can charge them. Because obviously I can see them, but they can see me. So I have to get forward far enough such that I can't be seen and still see them. 1.2. No, it doesn't work. I have to change the angle a bit. Doesn't work either. Would it be better off coming further this way? No. I don't think we can quite pull this off, I'm afraid. So maybe next turn. Now that I'm nice and close to them, it should be easier next turn to swing around and catch them. The only risk with that, of course, is that they may move to hit you. So let's move this unit first. Too close to the terrain there. Now I know where they are, I know where is safe and where is not. So you can easily come up here and be in a position of safety. As I can't shoot when I'm there, so what I should do is move first, about halfway, take my shot, and then complete the rest of the move. So they're incredibly fast. So light cavalry inherently is already quick, but then they're also swift for being elves, so even more movement speed. Okay, so you can probably flank that one. Yeah, that'll work, I think. Come up here. Start killing these. We're faster than the goblins, so getting around them isn't too difficult. They do exactly what we thought they would do, so we're just going to ignore them. Well, I can shoot them first, because there's no reason not to. If I was greedy, I'd maybe try and get into their back rather than the side is easy. Do you think I can get all the way around and reach their back? I'm not going to have the movement for it. Never mind. We'll take the side charge, it's good enough. You come forward. How do I want to handle these two? Again, I would prefer to hit them in the back rather than the front, so... Or at least the side. We'll let the AI move around and make some bad decisions. Charge the flank of the Wolf Riders. Inch forward. Keep shelling away. Cast Purple Mist. Now we could come up here and flank them if we wanted, I think. Yes. Do I want to fight Goblin Mob immediately, or would I rather shoot them again and then do it next turn? I think if I get to there, they'll then give you a rear charge with that unit, which is good, so I'm going to do that. And then once I charge that one, you'll then be able to come around and deal with this one. So let's have you come over here. And just get ready to pounce on that unit when it positions badly next turn. There's the Glorious Combat. We hit fine, and then they're pretty squishy goblins, so nice damage. The other benefit to flanking someone is that they don't get to fight you with everyone. Only the one touching you gets to hit you, so they do very little in return. They do what we thought. I'm going to stall by using this first. Controlling initiative is key, so you can force enemy units to move and reveal what they're going to do. Make your life easier. Forward he comes. Now what I'm hoping to do is spring forward and get... Yeah, I can get right past him and hit them in the back. Perfect. They break anyway, so they'll just run off the field. Don't worry about those. And then you want to come over here and start making your way around to deal with the other goblin mob that is currently unengaged. I could flank it immediately, but there's no cause to do so. They failed their morale check again, so off they go. Cut through some goblins. You're coming for me? Well, that's a piece of cake. That's basically the best possible outcome for me. The witches then get free rear charge as well. I prefer, even beyond the cavalry, I prefer the witches going to the back of an enemy unit. They do so much damage. Particularly against goblins because of their low defense. The only thing we struggle with, the rerolls there being, we've got 8 extra hits. You know, our power isn't amazing, but they have low defense, so even that doesn't help them. They just take a load of casualties. Can't reach them yet. They fail to rally, so they'll just run away anyway. Just in case they don't, I'll have you come over here and get ready to charge them. You wait there. If they hold in combat, they'll turn around so they can rear charge. Zariel gets to punch. Double 6 to start. Wow, okay. There you go. Combat Priestess. 9 hits is actually 12 of 13. And they're forced to reroll their 6s. Oh, yeah. Poison is really underrated because it contributes a lot more damage than you think it would. Think, oh, well, it's just 6s. It's not going to change that many dice. Usually, if you're they're only saving on 4 or 5s, the 1s, 2s and 3s are already fails, and then they do a lot more damage. So we have our levels. We're really hoping for a certain thing to come up. So the Gore Whisperers. Don't get it yet. We'll have to wait a bit. Fine, we'll just take more gold for now. And the Darkborn Riders get it immediately. Fantastic. Okay, so we're going to prioritize getting these into combat. Unit earns 1 gold per enemy repurposed. They're obviously not killed, are they? So you're healthy. As that's the case, I'd like them to be max strength because they can use that to collect a lot of dudes with more attacks. So I'll do that. And I'll give you gold because you don't need it yet. Okay, we have a random event. Optional battle. Wolves, which are kind of weak and easy to deal with anyway, so I'll just take it. Not great from a gold generation standpoint because there's not too many of them, but still useful. So I'm going to put you on the side. I'd love for you to kind of get around someone and flank. Obviously, we'd like you to flank the big one, but we'll have to wait and see where these wind up first. Okay, that would you would think that's a easy flank, but then they're going to come up here first, so I need to move other units before that. I'm just going to kind of stall over here and see what they do. Can't. It's a very short range spell. Good, they've given that witch unit what I wanted. You can just easily kill those wolves now. And you've moved to there. Can I bypass this one and get onto the big one? Oh, it's going to be close. Oh, you got to be kidding. No, not yet. If I'm more precise with my movements, I might be able to do it. Just come to there and then turn and move forward. Yes, I can. Hurrah. You know, it will flank those and immediately kill them. Do I want to shoot them? I could, but that potentially risks me losing gold from fighting them, so let's just hold on to my ammo. You deal with this. You deal with this. The wolves, they might do 1 or 2 casualties. They might do 1 or 2 casualties. They're quite hard hitting and have a high number of attacks, so I still get 4 there. You're in a position I can basically ignore you, so I'm just going to run up here and hold its attention. Again, I'm going to wait because I'd love for this unit to break this one and then come back and hit them for more gold generation. There you go, so still better skill. Not a great hit roll, sadly. Yeah, only 3 gold. They get plenty of hits back, which is annoying. I take no damage, okay. They will run away immediately, so... Not known for their disciplined direwolves. Here, we're going to kill all of them. We could have got 5 gold, but alas, we'll do without. Hey, we didn't lose one, that's good. Charges, none for me at this time. Ah, blast, you've turned to the correct direction. I was hoping you'd... Okay, what I'll do, I'll try and draw their ire with another unit, get them to turn around and put the cavalry into their back. I could just put them into the side. Not quite, I don't have the movement for it. So I'm just going to come down here. I'm going to stay away from them because I think they'll lock onto the closest thing, which I'm hoping is those. Even if they target me, I think I might be able to get the witches on them next turn anyway. Oh, they don't have Slaver yet, so it's got to be this one. Good, excellent work. In we go, and then skip the rest because don't need anything else. They're routing this turn, so this is our final turn to scrape the gold out of their bodies. Hey, people want pets. You'd buy a direwolf if you had the choice. I think that company Colossus is making them in an undisclosed location anyway. 6 hits. There they go, 4 more gold. 1 gets away. Can't start a new species with 1 wolf. They're not really direwolves either. They're going to be genetically modified grey wolves, but good enough. A couple more levels. So Zario levels. She unfortunately can't do her party trick, but she can get Recruiter, which is great, because when I buy a new unit, I could potentially immediately get the ability we want. So let's go with that. Get an extra level. And then these witches also don't get it yet. Fine, we'll have to take just the regular gold. Skill, when you're already skill 5, it's a bit pants. It's good enough as it is. You're all healthy as you are, so just take the cash. Also get command with the worst magic item possible. So of all the things she could have got, extra discipline. Yay. Our first shot. Right, probably in that case want units. Again, we're going to lean into the whole slaver thing, so the mount would be cool to put on his, but I think the Dread Guard are the right choice. They're discounted and they can get the ability as well. And in fact they do. Hooray. They're a unit of heavy spearmen. Alright, that leaves me with quite a bit of gold to... I could buy the Pegasus as well. I don't particularly want it. It's... Obviously she can fly around. Well, she can fly around and make a real nuisance of herself, which is good. But no, I'd rather take upgrades for these. So the riders can't do damage output, but I can give them swiftness to get onto things they want. Balance and swiftness are key because they let us charge and hit things. I can massively bump up these witches with extra attacks for 1 turn and then make them power 4 on the charge is great. Yeah, I can invest in then 46 left. We'll get spells or stuff for the priestess later. That isn't a particularly good one, but there's better options. I could speed up the guard, which is nice because they start quite slow and I want them into melee because they've got the enslavement ability, so we'll give that to you as well. And we'll pick up Banners of Mist later. Okay. Welcome our Dread Guard. Slavers, so we want to get them into combat. And then that's the buffed up unit now. So the moment I get the ability on them, they'll do incredibly well for us because they can hit. So prioritize fighting with these, and you two bizarrely serve as a distraction despite being the better damage output unit. How do we want to do this? We'll probably take the elite, because Act 1 elites are quite easy. They're harder battles in exchange for more gold. But in Act 1, the elites, I'm using air quotes, they're not really that much more difficult than the standard one, so we're going to come up here. It's another Goblin War Party. Good. We're going to like armies that have high numbers of low tier units, because we can farm a lot of cash off of them. I like the Dreadguard to get stuck in. They probably want to flank something though, so you come down the side, you hold their intention in the middle, you can take a flank in the centre. Right, yeah, this is a nuisance. We need to get onto them quickly. If I'm lucky, these idiots will bumble forward and allow me to spring through and get onto the short bows. They've got pretty long range though, so it'll be difficult. Yeah, okay. There's more short bows there. How do I get onto their units at the back? Probably just have to hide behind cover to start. And then get up later. Got that quick. Movement 10. I'm going to shoot my Dreadguard, which is a shame. Yeah, I'll immediately lose 2. Can't quite reach them. They were going to get stopped by that annoying goblin mob, I'm afraid. I can't really help you with that. You just want to run up here and eventually flank them, that'll do. I'm not going to fire into the trolls because they regenerate annoyingly. Show you what that means. You're going to get hit by that unit, which is okay. So yeah, the trolls there. Regeneration, unit recovers all missing wounds at end of turn. So unless you kill a 3-wound troll outright, they'll just heal all their wounds, so don't bother. Now you are going to spring forward because I'd love for you to go eventually catch something. That's a bit too far forward. I don't want the goblin mob to charge me. Yeah, you're safe for now. Can you flank them already? Oh, it's going to be close. Really irritating that troll unit hasn't moved yet. I was kind of hoping to see where it would wind up. Suppose I should just fight the Wolf Riders head on then. I got stuck with these kind of elite units on the side here. It's a bit of a shame. Can we test? Let's test this now. Does the long range kills count for Slaver? There you go. I got 2. So let's keep count. So we've got 2 with the unit thus far. I could try and intercept those, but sadly what's going to happen is they're just going to intercept me back, and then if they're closer they get to charge me, and I can't do anything about this unit either. Great, so we don't get... I could use my curse standard so I get more attacks and cut through the trolls as quickly as possible. You're going to shoot me again, thank you. Yeah. Kind of need the Dreadguard alive. Okay, 2. I need to wait for these units to move. They're not going to, I'm afraid. You'll probably win here. They'll bounce off. Yeah, they only get 4.5 hits on average mathematically, and then power 6, defense 3. I only save on 6s, so I'll probably take 4 or 5 wounds. But I do enough back such that I think I can just get through them. So I'm going to wait for them to come forward so I can kill the archers. You just come over here then. Yeah, ouch. Archer's pretty good at killing these because they're fragile. Just there are too many of them for me to get around effectively. My fast unit that could have had a whale of a time got stuck with their one. Not too many hits. Good, I don't lose one, so still got all of my attacks. Good hits. I get 1.5, so we're up to 3 technically. Over here. There you go. You don't get a kill yet. And then this unit. Oh, yeah, they squash 5 as I thought. 17 attacks, which is 14. Reroll the 6s. Oh, we actually lost because of their sheer damage output. Yeah, we're not good at killing big things, I'm afraid. We're designed to kill these. I'd love for you to hit that one, but you're not going to have the opportunity to do so. The mob's coming for you, so just do what you can. I'm going to wait to see, do they rally? They do rally, that's really unfortunate. I needed them to go away. I'm now going to have to escort them off the field first. I could use this to come over here and start cleaning this up. No, but I'm stuck. They only need to kill 1 this turn, so I'll probably win. Yeah. Trolls have notoriously bad discipline, so yeah, if you can break them, you've pretty much got them. Over here, this is going to hurt, I'm afraid, especially when they roll like that. Yeah, it's basically the unit gone. Got 2 gold in exchange, but we're finished. That 1 Dreadguard's going to hold them in place. Over here. Lots of hits. Yeah, plenty of damage. Lose 1 more. It's an easy win. That would have been 8 gold if I had the ability, but not yet. Continue to get rid of those. You continue to get rid of these. Do I want to charge you in? It would spare me being shot by the short bows. In exchange, I take 3 attacks. Would you rather take 13? I think, yeah. I'd rather take 3 attacks from a troll than 13 short bow hits. You are dead, I'm afraid. Doesn't bode well for that in the future. A couple more gold hits, so that's 3 from this unit and 2, so 5 in total. It's either 5 or 3. And here, you clean them up. Excellent. Way over here, Zariel doesn't do anything. But these, you do almost, you barely win. Okay. Still break. It's going to be a hassle because these are going to have to be dealt with now. They're going to charge you and you can't... Yeah, I'm not allowed to flee because I'm frenzied, so I'm just going to have to take them and lose the unit. I'd love for you to get onto the back of the short bows. You can do some fantastic damage there. Yep. I don't want to shoot them because I'd rather kill them in melee, so let's just try to get lucky and do 3 damage there. It's not going to happen, I'm afraid. They rally, which is really irritating, but I think I need to help out against the big brick first because it's kind of in the way. I think I can get onto its back there. It's going to be close. Let's hug the wall here. As long as you can draw a straight line from the centre of your unit to the centre of the facing you're charging, you'll be okay. I think that counts for that thing being in our way, doesn't actually bother us. Yeah, the unit's dead, and the priestess is on 1 wound. Now I can collapse them, and you can get here and deal with those. Leaves the trolls unattended, of course, but we'll live with it. I think I'll break that unit, and then I can just flee from their charge. Zariel gets 1. Takes 3 wounds in exchange, and is very dead. We do win. Because they're goblins, they get very scared and tend to run away. Over here. 6 hits. 4 more gold. Also be broken, of course. I need to be careful. So you're going to flee from this because I don't want you to fight those head on. You probably want to charge. They'll come forward. How far forward will they come? Far enough? I think far enough that they won't... well, I got really lucky there. I thought I was locked into a bad charge. I hovered over the wrong unit. Okay, and you get to... Yes, I think we're safe. We won't be angled by them after this unit dies. They rally, which is crucial. I need them back in the battle. Sadly, I can't get gold with this unit yet, but it'll be great later. Oh, they can still reach me. No, I think I'm safe because they can't draw a straight line from start to finish because of the... Yeah, that unit blocked them and saved me. Thank you. I'm just going to have you charge in then. I'll do enough damage this turn, they'll capitulate anyway. You chose not to shoot, which is a bit weird. You're going to get charged in the back and killed if this goes on too long, so I'm going to go for ending it this turn. I'm going to go and do as much damage to this unit as I can. Presuming I can probably still get away with... Actually, if I put you closer, maybe they'll take the bait and charge you instead. Then I can flee you. 5 of 5 hits, might get 1. They saved every single time. Nice try. Slaughter the goblin mob. You're all gone. Still wavering instead of routing. Yeah, they do get an extra turn. You charge me, I just flee because I'm not going to let you hit them. Unfortunately, we do get shot. We'll probably take a wound now. Yeah, we do lose 1 right at the end. But I would then use the opportunity to defeat the trolls this way. But that's the end of the battle. Gonna have to heal a bunch now. No levels. Yeah, we have an elite after this, so we do actually want to heal quite a bit. I think I'll just full heal. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm actually working with. Dreadguard obviously struggling a bit. Can't get there any smaller, and then you're still healthy, which is what really matters. Korgak. So more orcs. There's all orcs and goblins. Who on earth is buying orcs and goblins? Okay, we want to be kind of cagey with you this time. Don't want to be stuck on terrain, but that'll do. No annoying shooting this time around, so we can get away with that. So we want to get these units onto that and that one ideally later. First, we're going to have to negotiate how we're going to deal with that big brick. Just going to let them move first because it makes it easier to figure out what I'm doing. Can't go that way. That blasted wood line there is going to stop me. Can't quite fit up here to escape them in that direction either. In that case, can I just run over with the witches and catch them? Not yet, but maybe next turn. Comes the giant. We're not going to really fight you head on, I'm going to be honest. Just going to get up here so that next turn I can hop over him and get to safety on the other side. As far up there as I can and still be in a good angle for it. Now you'll eventually get there to deal with that, so I'm going to have you come around instead. I need you to hang around here for a turn, otherwise what's going to happen is they might lock onto him. If they lock onto you, then I can turn back around and deal with them, but for now I'm stuck here. Safe. So we'll shoot them. Yeah, we're a bore through. Giants are a real hassle for us because we have no high powered attacks whatsoever. No way to deal with an 8 wound defense 6 monster. I don't particularly care about that, so I'm just going to wait here for a second. Good, I know where they are now. You can easily come over there. Get rid of them for me. Comes the giant. Just run around and distract it. He'll turn and then you just run around it again. Got to there. You're going to get flanked and killed there, so don't worry about that. Rather, you can just start making your way to somewhere more useful out of this blasted wood. Can't twit. I need to do it next turn, but just stand there for now. I think there's enough of them such that I'm not worried about shooting them. I can pick up others later. Get rid of their annoying cavalry. Or would you come? Oh, you do this now. Do I want to save this? No, I'd rather go away immediately. Use your extra attacks now. You're just going to turn and be distracted forever. Next then is going to be a bit of a hassle, but I think our movement is close to comparable. I've got 10 and they've got 12, so it's not actually that hard to get around them. What I'm going to do is lure you this way. I'll force you to turn around, and eventually you'll get into the back of one of these big units. That one was obviously the primary target. Let's get rid of it in one turn, would be great. 1 wound from the character, 12 or 14 hits, doing 4 more wounds. I lose the maximum number possible, which is, you know, unfortunate, but what are you going to do? Alright, now for the part that matters. We can finally start getting good charges here. You've gotten dangerously close. I don't like how close you are. I can probably still wiggle around him. It's just going to be a bit of a nuisance. Giant turns. I guess I can just turn back the other way now. Just make sure his attention is in this direction. He's not going to accidentally charge someone over there. You're free to come through the woods. So as much as it slows you down, it's not enough to actually stop you. We've achieved our rear charge into the big brick as intended. And then you're free to start coming around this way. Deal with that unit. I can actually recharge them now and get the gold. Problem is that annoying character gets to fight backwards, so the whole unit probably just dies if I did try. Okay, well they can flee if they win that, so I don't actually have to fight here, but tell you what I will do, I'm actually going to sandwich them. You come over here, I'll charge them with that unit, and that'll probably do to break them in a turn. And you just play ring around the rosies with the big mean giant. It only counts as 1, I'm afraid, even if we did capture it. 1 gold for a measly giant. You're now going to stick with this unit and harvest all 20 gold out of the warriors over and over and over again. There's no reason to ever stop. Stay with them. He's using Warcry, so he gets to fight a bit harder. Turns the giant, so let's just get out of the way again. If I lure you sort of this way so you can't bother my friends. Which way do I want to be facing next turn to escape? Probably that way? Oh no, it's going to get a bit tight. I'd rather you come up this way and get further away from those. So I'm just going to do this. Prepare myself to run that way. So Zariel and Korgak are having a duel, which is good because she effectively soaks the damage that they would be doing to other units. They get 2 from the witches, 3 from the witches, they take none back. And then this unit, the one that matters, 3 hits. There you go, we did. Oh, they have halberd, so they're actually good against. I misjudged. They're not a spearman unit, they're a halberdier. There you go, they're actually pretty good at killing elite things. Halberds have the benefit of ignoring the enemy defense. They can only ever save them at best a 4+, so you can kill the big nasty things. Yep, just keep hitting them. If the witches had it, we can get through that in 2 turns, but no, we're going to have to do it slowly but surely. You're still chasing this one. Perfect outcome. Get over there and just ignore it. And then you're kind of irrelevant, aside from maybe coming over here to distract the big mean monster. Plenty hits. Yeah, only 2. Ooh, that's not very good. They might hold. No, you got away with it. And again, please. Delicious orc gold. Don't shake their pockets, lads. There's more in there, you can tell. I don't need to do anything else to anyone else. Just skip the rest. Unfortunately, this is our last chance because they're going to run off. Hey, there you go, 6. There, we got 16 of 20 gold out of that unit in the end. Pretty good. I think it tells me somewhere how much I get. Yeah, so 17. So 1 from the halberdiers and then 16 from you. So a couple more levels. The witches again. Ah, blast still. Of those 2, I'd probably take that. We could be useful when I do get the ability later. And the riders have already got it, of course. More skill. Skill 4 is okay. Probably the size, and then I can make them 7. I just get more attacks, which makes it easier to hit them and get even more kills. So 5, yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. I guess, do I need the extra size on you? Not now. You're okay for now. You need the heal, so you take the gold. That's the split. Okay, we'll come up here. Take another fight. More fights, more gold. Elf Patrol. Okay, it's the most elite battle that the enemy have to offer. There's like a light cavalry, a chariot, and heavy cavalry. There's not a lot we can do in terms of selling them. It's a quantity game, I'm afraid, not a quality one. How on earth are we going to do this? Well, they're going to run at me, and I can't really stop them is the problem. I guess I'd want the fast unit in the middle, because you can kind of get around things a bit more effectively. There is as far as I can go to the side. The old shift, you can kind of twist them a bit, so maybe I can... It's not there, it won't let me. No, I can't really do any better. That'll do. See what I'm up against? Yeah, okay, it's all over there. So I guess I'll send you that way. Yeah, you can go hit the lancers and try and get gold out of them. Just ignore the rest. They have a ranged attack, which is a shame. They're going to kill a couple witches. Or 1. Can't quite escape them, so they would charge me back, which is annoying. Am I just going to end up healing this unit anyway? Probably. Who cares? Okay, over here. So I can immediately use you to kill the chariot. I don't think it'll die, so I can soften it up with the volley, and then you can get the kill for 1 gold. They'll charge that, I'll flee, and then I can get it into the back of the big lancer unit, which is good news for me. You come over here just in case they're holding on somehow. Eventually we'll get curse standing on this unit as well, which will up our damage output. Charge and kill that. Counter charge there. You get up the field because you don't want to take that head on. They got stuck somehow. They didn't move at all. Yeah, they have nothing they can move, so it's just them. So just come over here, I guess. Unfortunately, it's side charge on the flank, but we'll live with it. Really unfortunate damage to the witches. We win by 1. Oh dear. We still get them. Over here. Yeah, chariot dies instantly. It's not exactly durable. We'll take the rear side charge into the lancers. What if I hold on? Do you think I can negotiate a back charge eventually? Maybe. I think it's worth a go, just to resist me taking damage. They're not ever going to be able to catch me. The AI isn't smart enough, so yeah, they're just going to turn and face, which I thought. So what I'm going to do, I can't get around them this turn, but next turn I'm hoping, if I put these a bit further away, like say over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these witches really close enough such that I'm the closest target, and they focus on you. Just stand over there. They're still on the wrong unit. Okay, so I'm just going to do this for now. Come up here, get right behind them, otherwise they have to take you seriously. You, of course, just get out of their way again. There you are. So if they turn, think about this logically, if they turn that way, I want to be close enough such that I can... Yeah, that's probably fine. I can turn around and then just move into their back arc. Something I forgot to do with the chain guard is I can actually stretch their unit. I'll show that off in a second. There we go. That allows you to do this. Enjoy the free rear charge. Skip the rest. Pretty good. And then we don't need another phase. Okay. So equal skill, which is a shame because they're high, but then yeah, we're just hoping to do a lot of damage and get 2 gold off of them. And they break. That's it. I don't want to mess around with lancers getting stuck in there, getting pummeled to death over successive turns isn't worth it. Couple more levels, very good. Zario leveled again. You do Recruiter again. Again, it just increases the odds of us getting what we want immediately. And then these witches, still not there, unfortunate. They're pretty good in all of those standpoints, so just take the gold for now. And the Dreadguard, who already have it, don't worry about those. Probably just want the size, because they tend to be taking a lot of damage. So you're good at... They're fine there. You're fine, I think, accompanied by you. Yeah. And then these obviously need the help. Okay. What I should have already done is I can stretch that unit out there. You get more attacks in the front rank like that. Go to another random event. Magical Horde. Okay, this is the one that lets them reroll failed discipline checks. I don't care. I mean, I've only ever used it once. And that was when I was forced to because of a random event run. So I'm just going to get the 150 gold and go to 511, which is great as we go into a shop. Do we want up or down? Down gives us the extra fight, which is what we're really after. So I'm going to go this way. Right, we don't get great options for our slaver ability. I guess you could use him as a distract. No, I think the chariot can do it. It's a mount, which is a shame, so it's going to wind up effectively pinching our character into a base that they don't want to charge things. That's not how they operate, but better than nothing, I suppose. Yeah, go on then. I can get Slaver on the mount. The attack would be good. And probably the move speed. Okay, 320 left. I can buy a Hydra. The Hydra, I know for a fact the Hydra can't get it, so nice try there. We can't benefit. So just abilities and stuff. The Riders would absolutely take both of those so they can go nuts killing things. You can also benefit from the Curse Standard more than the Banner of Fury, because you get the Halbert's going to kick in anyway, so let's do other things first. You would want the Banner of Fury so you can actually hit things. Speed is always good. Durability for you is a no-brainer because it makes you defense 6. Shroud, that's a bad spell. I don't want that. 50 left. I could the Banner of Fury. I could pick up a Banner of Mist and nothing else. I mean, yeah, I think honestly the Banner of Fury is the best choice. It's better than the other one. Okay, so yeah, we have a chariot. It's pulled by cold ones. I remember that. It's got the Raptor Rider chariot there. I can't make them any smaller. I can't make you any wider. Good. One more fight. More goblins. Just, man, I hope you love fighting orcs and goblins. There's a market. There's a real market for them. We know there's going to be a bunch of archers camping at the back, so we want you to spring forward and get onto them. Chill out like that. Archers there, so you deal with that one and you deal with that one. They're going to shoot us first. I can't stop it, I'm afraid, so just suck it up. I'd love to see that move first so I can out-position it. I guess you can just come forward a bit. Good, we know where the trolls are. That allows you to ignore them entirely. Go kill the shortbows. I can't get through all 15 with my attack, so I'd rather just... I'm going to shoot them first because it means I take a bit less damage when I inevitably get return fired. As long as I don't lose more than one, I'm okay. Sadly, you got reach there, so you're probably going to have to withdraw. I want to wait for that to move. Come this way. Can he get over there to intercept it? No, not yet, sadly. So just get to there for now. Good, that's now moved. Can I get around you somehow? No, even with 17 move, I can't quite escape you. So maybe going this way, I can go around the long way and get around the annoying wolf riders. Banner of Mist kicking in, taking their shots. Actually, no. Oh, not like they're just really bad at shooting. I've misjudged. You don't want to be charged by wolf riders either, so just come up here. Eventually, you'll flank something. Here's the volley. Just 1.5. Okay, still get all my good attacks. Eliminate. You have been reached. Do you think you can take them? Your defense 4, their power 6. You have better skill. I could use the curse stand and give you a bunch of attacks each. But I'm gonna use... It's a waste because I don't get any... You get like 3 gold max. It's terrible. No, I think I'm better off just dealing with these with the witches, and then you can come over and deal with those with something else. Yeah, it's an easy flank now. Especially when they move incorrectly and give it to me for free. Come over here, up here. Oh, for crying, have they moved? I say that, they're actually moving to a great spot to... I can easily get here, but I can't turn around to get them. These nuisances are in the way. 2.0 maybe? So I'm still visible to them and I can't reach you, so I need to be more precise somehow. I can't just go straight forward. 19.8 and then come up here. No, a bit further forward. 2.2. Still visible, can see them. 2.1. Can't see them, can't be seen. That's not good. What about less? What if I just do 9.9? I end up caught on the unit. That's not good. That's as tight as I can get it. That won't quite do. That won't quite do. No, it's got to be 2.2 in that case. Oh, you've got to be joking. How fine a threshold is this? If I go any further, it just gets worse as I kind of move away. Oh, this is ridiculous. I can't... I'm a millimetre off. Well, I guess I could just freeze them in place by side charging them with that unit, so ignoring their range. It leaves me in a bit of a dice. Well, they'll come around and you can charge that, so yes, you're going to get shot, but then you can kill the goblin mob afterwards. No, I don't want to do... Actually, before I do anything else, you rally, so I can just flee them again if I had to. That gives away their positioning. Well, I'm not going that way then. Sodgers. I could just flank charge those now and get rid of them. Need banners of mists on these. Oh, they're getting very lucky with the saving rows. Am I going to use his little party trick now? It gives me 3 attacks each. I go from, what, 12 to 18? I'll get... It's a bit of a... I'd rather save it for when I charge into this. Then I can get a huge amount of gold off of it. I've got to make a decision here. I could send you straight onto that and just eliminate the short bows immediately. Have you run away? No, I think I would rather deal with this unit. It's kind of 6 and 2 3s at this point, honestly. No, leave it. Let them run off the field and they can distract them, and then we can, because they're not worth anything to me from a gold standpoint. Oh, that's tragic. I'm not going to get nearly as many attacks now. You did very badly there, riders. They can go away. You can flee again. And then you want to dedicate yourself to that, so you actually could get rid of the short bows for me. They're actually coming after you already. You want to stick on these? I can't. Oh, it's going to be close. Can I reach them? 6.5? Not like that. 0.3. Oh, you got. Have they done it again? Somehow this troll unit keeps getting away with it, getting these perfect thresholds of movement that escapes the worst possible outcome for them. They have done it again. Unbelievable. You're going to start positioning around to flank this unit. SOVL does nothing. Chariot runs over 1.5 wolf riders. With their discipline, even 3 wounds is enough to instantly break them. Ah, we could have got so much gold if you just had the right ability. Right, this is now just an exercise in ignoring this unit and having you do max damage to this. Yeah, you want to chase around something you can't possibly catch? I'm very appreciative. Giving you what you want. Hey, presto. Everyone else just chill out. I suppose losing the horsemen doesn't matter because we're just going to end up chain charging them over and over again anyway. Just makes it slightly less efficient. I really want you to turn around and come this way. I don't want you looking that way because then you'll end up potentially catching them accidentally. You just get right out of the way. Use this now. There you go, 3 attacks each. Power 5 on the charge with the Banner of Fury is good, but not quite enough to get to power 6, which is what would matter. Being 3 or more better than the enemy would mean they save on 6+, not 5. So that you'd get 9 of 9 if you had 1 more power. And then we just do that a lot. Oh, I forgot to charge. Okay, we'll do it next turn. They rally, well, you just get charged anyway, it doesn't change anything. I suspect after I hit, they would be down to routing this turn. We'd only get this turn of fighting anyway. Doesn't matter. Forward they inch, they're already routing, so skip the rest. Once this occurs, the battle's over at the end of this phase. Couple more gold, much. Thank you. Halfway through the unit. If the other stuff was still alive, I could stall out and just get the other 12 gold. But alas, we'll make do with 16. You're fine. I want the extra riders. We're about to go into elite, so I do actually want some health on these units. So yeah, let's just go nuts with giving me some actual strength in the army. So the Dreadguard, I believe, can stretch, so they can get more attacks this way. There's not really you could do that. That's probably a bit ridiculous. I don't need the extra one. I like the uniformity, and then everyone else is pretty much as you would want them. Yeah, they're all at 10. They're at 10, despite that's not being their cap. Just turned out that way. Mari's still undying, so undead. So we can get if witches just had the cursed slaver ability, we'd be absolutely laughing. But we'll have to do it in the next act. Okay. Righty ho. Lots of rubbish tier infantry. You come this way and just distract everything on their side. So you can basically kind of stall all of this just by being in the way while we clean up this end. They've got no shooting at all, so just pass a bunch. Well, you can immediately kill those and get 5 gold for free. Otherwise, let's kind of prioritise moving up here. You'll charge in and you can then run by. Well, you're going to come forward. I'd love for someone to eventually get around it, so... The Dreadguard are actually quite crucial here. They can do a lot of attacks and actually get a lot of gold off the zombies and stuff, so we need to kind of prioritise those. Don't worry about those at the back yet. You've obviously been reached, so you're going to do your... Actually, throw all of your spells into this, because I'm willing to set the 5 gold goal, and eliminating a fast damaging unit like that is quite good. So 3 uses of the spell, I think, will get through that unit in its entirety. Forward you come. Yeah, I'm just going to have you come up here as well. Eventually, you will be outpositioned. Send the 5 puppies to the kennel, where they can be sold on to newer, more caring owners. Pass. Okay, stuck now. I'm not using this ability this turn. It's way better off you using other things. You continue to march around here so you can get into something better. Need to wait for the hounds to move, I'm afraid, before I do anything else. They'll be gone in a second, so if you just want to come for... No. They can't... The annoying thing about witches is that they can't flee. They can't reposition, so you need to be very careful with how you use them. Oh, well, it's going to be 9 auto hits for them saving on 5+. Should mathematically cause 6 wounds. So the unit should just die. They do kind of what I was hoping for. It gives the Dreadguard a good in there. Hounds are gone. Take a wound, but still get all my attacks. Go ahead and get through the skeletons immediately. Might wind up stuck there because the Lord is tough as nails. They're going to come around now. Yeah, you're in a bit of trouble. Okay, how do I get the witches in play? You're going to come around, you're going to come around. I guess I could go the extreme length way with you and try and start to flank them. 25. There's 50 zombies here, so let's just take some shots. Damn it, witches, you could have been having a field day. Use this now. I don't want to get stuck here too long. That dog unit hasn't moved yet. You come this way. You can eventually get onto the side of that unit. There we go. Dun dun dun. Yeah, we finally got them all. Well done. Now just continually distract the skeletons for the rest of the battle. And then you. Well, you're going to do that. I guess continue to come up this way. How much can the Dreadguard do? We've got better skill. Oh, well, Marius gets the swing first. Killing 2 of us, but we still get the attacks, don't worry. Up to 18 because curse standard and we stretch. So 12 is exactly mathematical and 10's great. Excellent damage to the unit. And none back from the skeletons. Win by a whole bunch. Undead units unfortunately don't run, they're just going to stand there and crumble a bit. And the White Lord is actually reducing the amount they crumble, so we are going to be stuck there for a while. I can save you by intercepting them, which is good. I could send them in. Yeah, I'd like to, because they're actually really scary. I just want them... Marius is actually a bit of a threat long term. Let's just get through him as fast as possible. Oi, where are you going? Okay, well, they can't see anything to do anything, so don't worry about it. It usually cut 3 attacks each. God blimey. Forward you inch. Can I get you around the side of the zombies yet? Probably. Yes. The downside to this approach is that I don't know where he's going to wind up. So I'd like to stall and see where he goes first. Move you around here with the hope of getting his attention. Good, now I know where they are. I can see what I can actually get away with in terms of my movement options. I'm in the terrain there, which is a shame. I need to move a bit further down. And get away with that and flank the zombies. I might as well shoot them because I'm not going to be able to get through 23 wounds worth of zombie. Okay, Marius will be out the way now. Not before cleaving through some more Dreadguard. I pick up the skeleton. Good that they got to fight first, so they got the extra skeleton casualties. And yeah, Marius is super dead. Yeah, 20 attacks rerolling hits, 18 hits, and then power 4, defense 3, 5s rerolling 6s, 17. We could have just got 17 gold in a single round of combat for nothing in exchange. Witches, as it turns out, really good at killing large numbers of chaff like that. Pretty much what they're designed to do. I can't do any charges there, so just take the zombies, and you continue to get in their way later. Right, we're more inclined to get the Dreadguard into a position... Oh, I know what happened there. I got too close to the edge of the terrain and then got pushed because it counted as being kind of within range. Could you please stop bothering me? I need you to turn around. Face this unit. You're in an awkward position. I can't really do much about you right now. I guess I could just take them on with the Dreadguard to get as much gold as possible. They'll lose, but it gets them out of the way, sort of. It's fine, isn't it? You'll easily finish off the rest. Well, I say that there's one left, but he'll... Minimum of 1 crumble means he disappears anyway. you. We pick up 6 zombies or so. Lose and a loss of 1. Did I remember to use the curse standard? Well, if not, I can use it now. Amounts to about the same. Oh, blood. I'm going to have to charge it in to stop them from being killed. Right, you. I guess I can put both of you on there. Just to get through that, and then you can just finish those off with their help. I did use it, okay. Yeah, a bunch more gold, a wound back, and the witches just shred them. It's almost too powerful, I'd rather they still be alive. Chariot does good damage. They can't hurt me, but they're going to turn around for free. I can't stop it, so. And then here, I get 4 gold from this unit for losing 2, and the witches exact vengeance. So we get a couple more gold next turn. I guess if I had the extra turn, I'd probably put you onto there. You could charge those. Well, they're going to die anyway, so no. I'm going to move you around there so you can maybe get 1 or 2 more of those instead. There's naught for you to do, which is, I'm afraid. Swish. Sell on the skeletons. Well, don't they just crumble if we kill their necromancer and stuff? I guess we're just selling the bone matter, like calcium. Yes, that's actually a great outcome. I would like them to run away so they don't take unnecessary damage. 3 more gold from the unit for no losses in exchange. Yeah, they're basically all dead. By basically, I mean dead 2 times over. They'll move to routing this turn, so I might as well charge in to scrape 1 or 2 extra points off of them. I'm going to sell those skeleton horses to someone. I guess they could go into like a museum or a weird collection of some kind. 1 more. So the army's really good at chewing through stuff. Marius was a perfect battle for us, but we're going to struggle against the big nasty monsters we'll be encountering henceforth. Never mind, the witches is leveled again. Hey, we got there, good. We're going to really pick up in the next part, so we can do what we're aiming to do. You could have got that as the first level up, but hey-oh, it's just a dice roll thing. And you've leveled, you're fine at 8, I'm perfectly happy. You get your max unit size for kind of 6 is great for cavalry, because they do bonus damage, so just take looter. The witches, you're the ones that don't yet have the ability. Yeah, you're shy, so the gold is more valuable than having 3 or 4 more. You do have the ability, I want you to be as strong as possible. You do have the ability, I want you to be as strong as possible, and you're good at that threshold. Alright, okay, Act 2. So the next part, we'll really get into the swing of things now that we've got the desired ability. Let's stretch you out so they can do more damage like that. You could be even more aggressive and do this, but again, I don't like being stretched that far because it's really easy for you to be caught and killed and things like that, so a bit of compromise is fine. So 12, so well, 60% of our army has the desired traits once I get those witches up and running, because they've got all the stacked abilities, so it's a shame the one with curse stands doesn't have it yet, but we'll get them everything on everyone, and we'll eventually get it on the chariot as well. Excellent. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If so, please do like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel and I do appreciate it. Also appreciate the nice things you say in the comments. I do take the time to stop and read them, so thank you kindly. It makes my day. If you have any notes on the kind of future SOVL runs you'd like to see, ideas, particular characters, or just wacky concepts, then by all means let me know. Or if you just want to chat with me and others down in the comment section, that's great too. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.